Jamal Walker is a regular slacker who works at Medieval World, a theme park that is poised to face stiff competition from Castle World. He discovers a medallion while cleaning the park's moat, and when he goes to fetch it, he is drawn into the past. In 1328, he awakens in England, where he is initially greeted by Knolte, a drunk. He comes across a castle and goes to investigate it because he believes it to be Castle World. Due to the fact that he claims to be from Florence and Normandy, a well-known intersection in south-central Los Angeles, the tenants of the castle assume he is a French Moor from Normandy. Jamal is quickly taken in by King Leo, who is currently in charge. He is thought to be a Normandy messenger who is carrying word of an alliance between England and Normandy, according to the king. Jamal initially believes that everyone around him is really a set of performers at a theme park, but after witnessing a beheading, he reconsiders. He introduces himself as Jamal Skywalker, taking after his basketball nickname from high school, and after earning the king's trust by unintentionally stopping the king's assassination, Jamal is appointed a lord and in charge of security. Jamal learns from Victoria, a chambermaid, about the brutal method the king used to dethrone the last queen while all of this is going on. Jamal tells Victoria that he is not the guy you're searching for since he feels helpless in the circumstance. Victoria and Jamal argue for a while over whether or not he is a man of honor because he wears the medallion, but Victoria eventually loses patience with Jamal and walks away, thinking Jamal is a coward. Later that evening, Jamal's room is secretly entered by Princess Regina, the king's daughter, who is madly in love with Jamal. Jamal sleeps with Regina because he thinks Victoria is the princess. Jamal is revealed to be a fake when the actual Norman messenger shows up and asks the Princess Regina for her hand in marriage on behalf of his liege. The king is furious because the events of the previous night have made an alliance with Normandy impossible. Jamal and the other two assassins from the prior attempt on Leo's life are put on trial for execution and immediately sent into the dungeon. The two aborted assassins recount the story of the Black Knight in the dungeon. It is claimed that the knight would only fight for justice and could not be purchased or bribed. According to legend, he was eaten whole by a powerful dragon, but he managed to free himself with the help of a gold sword, allowing him to breathe the dragon's fire. Jamal quickly realizes he must assist in overthrowing King Leo and putting the queen back on her throne thanks to their assistance and his own comprehension of the issue. Amal and the other two rebels are brought forward to be executed. Jamal decides to disguise himself as a sorcerer as a last resort since he fears for his life and wants to get away, so he tries to frighten the superstitious onlookers. The crowd thinks Jamal performed a death spell on the executioner as he starts to choke on an apple. Jamal performs the Heimlich maneuver to save the executioner during the uproar. With the aid of Victoria and eventually Knolte on horseback, Jamal escapes the castle using this diversion and burning arrows shot from outside the walls. Jamal also discovers that Knolte was in fact a knight of the disgraced former queen who lost her reign. Jamal quickly realizes he must assist in overthrowing King Leo and putting the queen back on her throne thanks to their assistance and his own comprehension of the issue. The following day, as Knolte and the rebels storm the castle, they are swiftly surrounded by security personnel and Percival, Leo's bodyguard. The rebels are forced back by what appears to be an outclassing of armor, archers, and cavalry. The renowned Black Knight charges in, breathing fire and scattering the guards, temporarily turning the tide. However, the strategy fails when he falls from his horse and is discovered to be Jamal in disguise. The peasants successfully defeat the guards using their newly acquired abilities, but Knolte is seriously injured by a longbow shot from Percival, who then kidnaps Victoria. As his army is being routed, King Leo seeks Percival for protection out of fear. Jamal makes some effort to persuade the townspeople and wiped out rebels to join forces to overthrow the monarch. He provides the peasants with the means to combat the armed and armored Kingsguards using contemporary strategies from American football and professional wrestling. In appreciation for helping him regain his honor, Knolte demonstrates some fundamental swordsmanship techniques to Jamal and informs him that he has an idea that could help them win the next conflict. Leo is killed and thrown into the moat by Percival, who already views him as a pitiful and ineffective leader. Jamal surprises Percival with his fighting prowess as he rushes to Victoria's aid. Percival is shot dead by Knolte after being revived by Jamal after being knocked unconscious, stopping him from killing Jamal. When the rebels realize victory is theirs, they are ecstatic. Jamal is knighted by the queen following the restoration of her power. Jamal's entire journey appears to have been a dream when, during the dubbing, he wakes up back at medieval world surrounded by his co-workers and a medical team that saved him from drowning in the moat. After his experience, Jamal's entire outlook changes, and he works with his boss to improve medieval world so that castle world won't drive them out of business. Later, as Jamal strolls around the brand new medieval world, he encounters Nicole, a woman who resembles Victoria exactly. After a brief exchange, he extends an invitation to lunch. Jamal makes the mistake of forgetting to get Nicole's phone number, and when he tries to catch up to her, he unintentionally falls back into the moat. He then awakens in the Roman Colosseum, where lions are poised to eat him.